we just left Greg's. Just got a call from Dwayne. Need to run over and check him out. I guess he found a problem with the Challenger leaking water in a couple of the cylinders or something. So I'm taking him down a head gasket and valley tray gasket, and he's thinking it's just a head bolt that was loose. But we're gonna run him this stuff and check it out and see what it comes up with, and hopefully it just was something stupid, a head bolt or something letting water leak in there. But we'll be down there in just a minute and we'll check Keith's Challenger out. Well, we're here at Dwayne's again. Turn that shit down, Dwayne. What happened?
Jacked the car up to go over it. Kind of inspect a little bit. Under the header collector, there was a big puddle of water. So we don't know.
Holy shape shit.
So we're inspecting the head and everything, and we're gonna make sure there ain't no cracks anywhere. We don't know if something just didn't get torqued, or I mean, you have this on brand new builds, you know. It's not a big deal. It's a big deal.
Where's the header bolts at?
What do you mean where the header bolts at?
Did you have Teflon on them?
Yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't that. Did you think one of them bolts were loose? One of the head bolts?
One of the head bolts was loose, yeah.
This one? Or this one?
Who's this one?
That one? That'll do it. Huh.
But, I mean, it
looks like it was leaking there.
I don't know if that happened when I was pulling everything off of it, because the one cylinder had the most come out of it, the third cylinder didn't have much, and back there didn't have nothing at all.
So all the cylinders had water in them?
No. There was just a bunch in one, a little bit in three. Then right here, I just went ahead and put a little bit of oil in there, so.
Yeah.
Man, that smells good.
Huh.
That's pretty much the gist of it.
Damn, that sucks you had to tear it down, but had to be.
It came off last night, buddy.
Yep. Well, I brought you some goodies to put it back together.
Yeah.
So. Alright.
You gotta love Greg. He even sends fucking silicone with him. That's what I was saying, man. I mean, he was talking to me today. He's like, well, that's third strike. I'm done. I'm out. I'm like, shit happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Shit happens.
Well, I guess we'll blame this one on Greg then.
I don't want to blame it on Greg, but if we were any type of a fucking preventative maintenance person, when he asked me why water come out of that cylinder the other day, I should have went ahead and like, well, fuck, I don't know. I should have pulled the valve cover off. I mean,
you just didn't think you wouldn't think it would be a head bolt if that's what it was, or but yeah.
I mean, it might be the head. We don't know yet.
Yeah. Where's the head? Oh, back here. Okay.
Yeah,
Did the gasket look all right, or look like anything was blowing by it, or?
The gasket didn't look bad.
Okay.
There was a little bit of like old gasket on the head.
Huh.
Just, I mean, nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But it was one of them things to where worried about if the head had been decked or the block, or you know.
Well, those heads have been milled a shitload. That's why. Look at that side over there. See how far that's down off the.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they've been milled a bunch. But you know that, I mean, milling them ain't gonna hurt nothing. I mean, that just straightens them up and shit. I mean, it's not gonna mill quarter into the water jacket or some shit like that. But they're not milled that much.
Right.
But they have been milled on.
So I'll go ahead and get the head back on her.
That's about all you can do. Put it back together, and hopefully it don't have no leaks or nothing.
I will know.
Then if it's got a cracked block or something, then Rosie will have to take care of that. You know, you think he'd make it right if it's got a cracked block or something.
I will get back into it.
Yeah, it might have just been that bolt. Might not be nothing. Ain't no big deal. So, well, we'll check back here in about an hour and we'll see how it runs.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You only got one head to put on.
That's not too terrible.
Yeah, them top fuel guys do that in fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, I think it takes 30 minutes for someone to reload an engine at the track.
Yeah.
That ain't this guy.
You should be about 1 hour. Slap her on there.
Why don't you there? Go right ahead, big boy.
Yeah. Get your stopwatch out.
You got one on that phone.
So, all right, we just want to check up on this, but we'll come back when he gets this going and see how she runs again. So, but we'll see her.
Them wheels just look cool.
Mm-hmm.
You right here?
Yeah, just come up here today to give you a little update on Greg's Coop. He finally got time to work on it and got his wheels and stuff put on. So, them whole shots with killer on it. But, yeah, it's coming together. He's finally got it out, got it on the road and stuff, and he said it's a handful. So I just wanted to give you a little quick update on that, but he was wanting to get it out, so but he's got it going good now. All right, we're back up here at Greg's with Larry and Greg, and got a little update on the 66 from where we was back down at Larry's. Putting his motor in his car to run that weekend at National Trails. He got a run, but had a few little problems, and I'll let him tell you what happened and why we're here today.
Well, it didn't go good, put it that way. Had something going on with number 5 and number 6 journal. Don't know exactly what. Might have had a crack that would open up in the lifter bore, or a lifter bore, or multiple lifter bores, but it was losing oil pressure at an idle. And we thought it was because of the new lifters from the trouble I had in the spring. Went with a different lifter, same brand, but a different one. And I read where it was, somebody had used them before on a few builds and said they were good lifters and pricey, but they was undersized 25 to 33 thousandths, and they all tend to have lower oil pressure at an idle.
Yep.
So we kind of thought maybe that was what the issue was, but I guess maybe I should have still listened to my gut instinct and tore something apart, because it came apart.
Oh, so it fling a rod out the side, or just?
It didn't come out the side, but it did crack the block. It did tear up the bottom of 2 cylinders, and it broke 2 rods. number 5 and number 6.
So that motor's pretty much history.
Yes.
So that's why we're here today.
And it bent some some valves as
There's
well.
a couple valves out of the heads. I think we can straighten them out though. But
I could put them in the press.
yeah. So that brings us today up here, and what are we looking at here? What is this, Greg? Big block Chrysler, How big a big block Chrysler?
It's a 511 low deck, NDC&C ported heads, new rockers, new heads, new crank, new rods, new pistons, 690 roller. So Larry's going to get this off me and put back in his car.
Okay.
And, it should run a little quicker. He's got to put his intake on and stuff, so we got to take some parts off of him. He's got to put other parts on his oil pan and stuff. But I got one guy over here that he would probably buy it, but Larry's in desperate need, and he's already got a motor that he's getting done. So Larry's going to get this in his car. I'd like to see him running at London, but he wants to do some work on his firewall. But I told you, you could just put it in and take it back out again, right?
Yeah.
Nothing but work.
Yeah, nothing but work. That body work ain't nothing anyway.
Especially if I know a body guy now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do it in quick work.
I think we know one of them.
Can you get me his number?
Yeah, we'll get it here at the end of the video. I'll post it.
Yeah.
But no, this looks like a pretty badass motor. I mean,
Yeah, everything's new. I
pork
was
job on
getting ready
that's
to list it.
killer.
I was getting ready to list it for $11,900, and that's a good price on it. And I really feel it'd be one of the best 511s I ever built. My buddy Jim built one. He dynoed it, basically the same thing, and he made 784 horse. So I know their motor will make 750 to 800 horse.
Wow.
Pretty easy, so.
And you was running a 472 before,
472, yeah.
and your car was running.
It was, we slow it down to a 1050 to run the index, but it would run in perfect weather and on a good track, in the teens.
Wow.
You know,
So this ought to. I mean, I know that car's flying already, and it does big wheel stands, but this ought to make a little bit of difference.
It's gonna be too much.
Yeah, it's going to be too
Really.
much for you. Have to throw some more weight into it.
It'll be slowed down.
It is to
Yeah.
speed it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
It'll be slowed down a little bit. If anything, I'll go to the 25 class, but I don't want to go to the 10 class.
Yeah.
It's not certified, and I'm not certified, and I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
I don't race enough to spend all that money.
Yeah. So that deal at National Trails with you and Dwayne, we ain't got that settled yet then.
No, that's going to have to be put off till next year.
All right.
Hell, by
He
then-
had to work, so he didn't get to
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah.
I ended up having problems, so we couldn't postpone it.
But knowing Dwayne, by then, he'll probably put the Hemi in his car.
Well, then he'll definitely slow down.
Yeah. Because them Hemis like to
Yeah,
go,
'cause-
they like to go boom.
Yeah, I let him get a few tested tunes in.
He wished he never pulled the
Yeah.
wedge out of it, but
Yeah,
But he-
they're expensive birds.
He-
That's for sure.
he said he's bound and determined to put a Hemi in it. I'm like, well, good luck with that, but I think you're going the
You
wrong
can
way.
go faster for a whole lot cheaper
Yes.
with a wedge.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But
The Hemi has the prestige.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the main thing with the Hemi.
Yeah.
You pop a hood and you see them, spark plug wires going in them valve covers.
Mine don't have spark plug wires going into valve codes.
That's because it's covered up.
Oh, you still got one of these baby Hemis here, don't you?
Yeah, mine's a small block Hemi.
Yeah. Oh, did you want to tell everybody a little bit about this since you finally get a work on this now, since you got everybody else's stuff out of here?
I can do something with it. I'm going to probably go to a car show maybe night for the first time. I've taken on about a 15-mile run, and she did pretty good. But the hard part about it is it's got a five-speed automatic. You put it in low gear, And that throttle was so
Yeah, that's
responsive,
my dart, my ass,
it spins in big Mickey's back there, 18-inch
I
wide.
used to work
So you got it all tagged and ready to go, and it's roadworthy now.
when I started out when I was 14.
Oh, yeah.
I moved that up there,
So-
sanded and taking cars, and then
But yeah, this is a pretty
I
nice,
worked for him for 9 years.
pretty nice setup here.
And I owned a line,
But no, we might get to see this at the track. I don't know if he's gonna run it or not, but I'm gonna try to get him to take it to see what it will run. But I just want to give him the quick update on Larry's situation, what he's doing. He's getting a new 511 for his car, so it ought to be a beast next year. But yeah, just keep liking, sharing, subscribe, and we'll keep up with you, and we'll let you know what's going on when we get it in the car. We'll see you.
Thank you.
You got some needle nose pliers?
It's tight. That might be an idea.
What is it?
Some needle nose pliers?
See, he's good for
I
something.
knew he'd come here for some reason.
I was getting ready to say, smack that son.
We'll put this on the highlight reel.
That's what it is. It's not straight up. Had to be tilted a
Yeah,
little bit.
I think you tilted it, yeah.
Well, you should go through. Going? Oh, hell.
Come on.
Come on. Get it all the way flush to see
Oh,
it's
okay.
about that much.
Okay. Stuck out just a hair.
Maybe a, yeah, I'll get down so we can't go no farther.
Flush now.
Yeah.
Bam. Well, that's our oil pump drive for our Millibone system. It goes down in there.
That's my everyday stuff I use all the time.
So, anyways, we got that out of the way. Well,
I knew when he said what he said, as far as I want to see you do that. Go get it.
That one pressed in.
Now, he's been down that road before.
Yeah.
There's a trick. I knew that even if I got that pin the rest of the way out at home, I didn't have to press it off. Press it back on.
so far as next weekend, Greg, you're going to set up down at Clay City.
Yep.
So are you bringing any Danas or 8 3/4 stuff or
Yep.
no rear end stuff, just motor parts?
Yep. I'm going to stop and eat breakfast. And usually we stop at White Castle on the way back. That way when we get home, we're sick.
Well, I mean, are you bringing any? I mean, some kind of stuff so people know what maybe some stuff you're bringing. I mean, you're bringing
All
it.
that stuff over there.
Okay, well, there's a bunch of totes with shit in it. I guess that's what he's bringing. So if anybody wants to look through some totes, he's got plenty of them. So, but
There's some camshafts and valve springs and
you got some 508 Mopar Performance
Yeah, I
small
got
block cams.
150 of those.
Yeah, so
That's all.
anybody need anything small block camshafts, we got a bunch
They
of
didn't
them.
mess around when they,
So,
of course, didn't they buy that all off of Chrysler or something? They buy out.
Yeah, Russ bought that shit 10 cents on the dollar. And Chris told me I told Tom Jaggs, I probably told you, they went up in the mezzanine, which they didn't think Russ had been up there. It really wasn't part of the deal, but they bought everything. And there were 67 blocks up there. 440s, 400s, and 383s.
Factory blocks, not
I think
aftermarket.
so, but I don't know if they're new, but there's 67 blocks still sell.
damn.
What Chris wants to do is go a used storage beside it, if they got enough land, and then store stuff in there, plus rent it out, get paid for the cement work and everything, you know.
If anybody's coming, do you want them to bring any, if they got some rear end stuff for sale, do you want them
Baskin Robbins ice cream.
to know some rear end shit?
That's,
If anybody coming to the show, do you want them to bring you some rear end stuff? If anybody's got any, are you buying?
Positive units and cases, if they want to sell them,
Okay.
I'll buy them.
We need a couple Dana housings too,
Or I'll buy them too.
so I need 2 of them myself. At least one, anyways. So, but all right, we'll cut it off here. But we're gonna be at Clay City next weekend. So if anybody's got any rear end stuff, bring it down. And we got some odds and ends shit, some camshafts, carburetors, intake stuff. So anybody looking for anything, we got some big block stuff to bring. So, but we'll see you next weekend.